was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la. After 2 days in the desert sun, my skin began to turn red. After 3 days in the desert fun, I was looking at a riverbed, and the story it told of a river that flowed made me sad to think it was dead. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la. After 9 days, I let the horse run free, 'cause the desert had turned to sea. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rain. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and the perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of brown, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La 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 la
Hey traders, welcome to episode 616 of the show. You could be doing anything, but you're hanging out with me in the desert. The Volatility Desert, man. Where, yeah, just buyers and sellers on both sides. They're fighting. They really are. Trying to make sense of what's happening. Are we showing distribution? Well, we were. Still are, I guess, but now we're showing potential accumulation or, double bottom stuff. And that's okay, man. But unfortunately, it makes things a little bit more difficult for a good play on Bitcoin. There's that thought that, what was it? Of course, this one we've had. Right, where it was just that Cypher. Cypher is at that PCZ. We wick below it. That's fine. I mean, that's just crazy volatility. You don't have to put weight on that one wick for the pattern. But if that's the case, again, you haven't really fallen below that. Trying to break the upside, but as soon as you break the upside, 96.58. It's a critical April 2018 level. So we just have not been able to break that. I mean, we did break it, but we're really struggling to hold on to it. So, one sec. Let's see here. Just give me a sec, because someone was asking, hey, can you look at Link? Which is cool. We can. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I think it was at the beginning. Holland Lane. Thanks, man. Just real quick, I don't know, channel or wedge. Some people could definitely argue with this wick here. It's just kind of like a wedge, which is fine. And log scale, it doesn't look like that too much, but I can definitely plot it like this in non-log for you, right? But the problem is what about that? We had it like that, so it's just continuing to sell off. So adjustments, maybe disregarding that top in itself, and this makes a lot more sense, right? So maybe wedge in. How far have we retraced from that pretty discernible swing low? 68 or 61.8% of the way, lower actually, hitting areas of support back from June of 2019. A double bottom in the works, or just more distribution. Looks very, very similar to Bitcoin, where Bitcoin's making that slightly higher low, and now Link's making a lower low than the previous low. Any divergence? And not looking like it with this valley we had. But from this low to the same low, it's about, it's like class C divergence maybe, where you're just stagnant in your momentum. So nothing really looks too great on the oscillators for this. Oh, yeah. That ended up working out, I guess. Divergence, like crazy divergence. No, nothing looks great on the daily either for Link. I don't know, man. I would probably just... This thing look, you had your fun in the sun, and now it's coming down. So yeah, maybe it rallies, and if it does rally, maybe it's only for a trade for a lower high. We don't know where the swing low is yet, so we can't even get targets yet on this pattern, okay? Sorry, man. It just doesn't look that great. I mean, it looks okay. It definitely looks okay. You're outside the golden zone though, right? From your low to high. So go to on the daily. These wicks here, you see you're still below the 618. Next target falling. If you look, you're trying to hold above this, but if you can't hold this, you're going straight down to 151. Okay, 211 to 151 real fast if you don't hold this, and it doesn't look so good. Doesn't look very good at all. Look at that RSI, man. It's at like 38. There's so much more room to run to the downsides if market participants wanted it to be so. Not diverging. Oh, whoa. So, chat, I made it back, man. Made it back to the battle station, like unscuffed. Finally, it was the Wi-Fi, their Wi-Fi that I pay for, right, monthly. And then the guy was like, dude, what you got here? Looking at this battle station, he was just like, dude, just get your own, man. Don't use ours. Ours are for like old people with townhomes. Like, all right. So I went out and got that Nighthawk. I think I talked about it in the static video I did today. Wow, first static video in a while, right? Sucks, but feel better, right? A pet Irukandji, man. I'm sure people will have those, right? People have pet piranhas, people have pet crazy stuff, like, right, venomous things. I'm sure people have pet black widows, redbacks. No, I saw like static videos of some Australian guy who like loves his redback spiders. He lets them just grow out in his garden, and he like videos them and stuff like that for the content, man. So people are wild. Okay, no, not Comcast. It's Charter, believe it or not. Again, though, I mean, like, you know, whatever. It's not like their internet was broken or anything, you know. But I do hate how they won't give me fiber because they're trying to squeeze out every nickel and dime of that. What do they call it? The coaxial cables or whatever. That's not fiber. So, Larly, man. Anyway, so, right. What was discussed in the static video, if you hadn't seen it, check it out. But just reiterating, I mean, this is the area where it's like do or die time. It's becoming to a point where you make a low, and then you rally, you make a lower high, and then you solve again, and you make about the same low or a slightly higher low or a slightly lower low, and then the market decides, okay, it's time to run to the upside. And if you don't at least square up and break this 10,200 area soon, yeah, you'll just be dumping again. But look, the market's trying to feel out to see if there's any demand. And with the search, no buying pressure is coming in. So that means there could be lack of demand. And if there is lack of demand, then demand will be created by a sell-off. Another one, right? Just like we've been getting this whole way down. And again. All right, trying to hold on to support. Just a little bit back from May 30th. Twice now. Very interesting. Mysteries abound still. There's nothing too concrete going on. Not really, man. And that's why I like this chart. I like to stand on this one too. Because there's plenty. If you did break the... I mean, really, I would think that you don't want to be going lower than 8,800 for the sake of supports, for the sake of the patterns. But we do know there's always the chance we could. And you'd be looking potentially for, I mean, the worst, like, you don't want to go any lower than a 1414 if you're looking for any harmonic, right? No, you can't, there's no harmonic that exists in this context, XABCD, where you go lower than a 1414, and that's the cipher, right? And this is almost like worst case scenario for anyone who wants to see a recovery in price. There it is, man. Max capacity, can't go any lower. But, you know, we know right where we are, right? The 886, that's the last line of defense. That's like you can't go any lower than that for a bearish bat. So if you did fall below the support, you're looking for a minimum for the cipher of 113%, which is right at the PCZ of the bullish Gartley. Right? Get it, man? Pretty wild stuff. Still showing that hidden bullish divergence on the RSI. Interestingly, right now, from this low to this other low, which we don't know if the bottom's in at all, we have no idea. Double click. Let's see, here's the low. Here is the same low, slightly higher low, about the same. A little bit of divergence going on. It's okay, it's slightly higher, so just a little bit of convergence, I guess. So it's so infinitesimal. you know, the high or low. Very small. So don't know if we can put much weight on that, but you're trying to diverge or converge bullishly a little bit at this area. So there's always that chance, man, we could break to the upside. But again, I just don't see it happening if you don't start, if the buying pressure doesn't come in soon, it's just going to dump again, man. All right, got to find the demand. Oh, yeah. You don't get it, man? Well, got to go read a couple books, man, or read some books and then practice. So much educational content. I literally actually uploaded a Patreon video. I did it live, static video, or not. I did the education segment live like last week before my internet went out, and we clipped it, and it just got posted to the Patreon feed. If you're learning about, if you want to learn about these tools, the XABCD tools, it's there. Silver platter handed to you. So the fishing pole handed to you, I guess. Rob Linhart, you want a shirtless stream, dude? Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, man. I'd have to get a formal notice and preparation time, right, to get myself in the best shape in years, right, if I was to do it. But again, doing it, no way, not happening. I don't know. Russell Pruitt asking about, well, he's asking Brad, so I'll let Brad answer, sure. What is it? No one gives you fiber? Well, of course they don't give it. You pay for it, right? All right. So, I mean, the static video I did was like on Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, right? All the big ones. And I guess the one that looks maybe the best is Bitcoin Cash, a little bit. See, XRP came out, that SBI news was supposed to be launched by tomorrow or something, noon. Just all of them look about the same, man. They're just making slightly higher lows, all of them, and they're getting to breakout points, but they're not going anywhere. They're not doing anything, man. So yeah, dude, it's a desert, dude. That's like, wow, that's the whole theme. I should have gotten a desert overlay. Chaylin, if you're here, make me a desert overlay of like the sand dunes and the wind and the sand with the wind, like a sandstorm or something. That would be awesome. Make it happen. What's up, Crypto Cracker Man? Good to see you. Crypto Tiger. What's up, Mr. Lodick? Yes, Holland Land. We looked at Link. Thank you, man, again for the $2 super chat. Okay. Thank you, dude. So on the daily on Link, it looks a little bit better. The wicks that didn't exist on the 4 hour exist on the daily, right? So that wedge definitely there. Just not showing. I mean, the daily just seems like you have still a lot of negative momentum. I know it's waning, but RSI bearish convergence. Ugh. Link Connect. Great run, man. Fantastic run. It's just coming down, man. It's coming down. And again, I think that if you can't, like, you didn't hold the 618, you're just at a critical. It's not even that critical. It's like just a support from June. And if you don't hold this, it doesn't look very strong. 786 is 170, and again 151 is the next support, real support. What's up, Gerard? Trader Fam, 96 degrees. Yeah, dude. I mean, how about Europe, like France? They experienced one of the I think the hottest day since they began trying to take records, which wasn't when the country was established, and that was like the 3rd century. Just crazy heat waves, like everywhere in the northern hemisphere. It's like, dude, when I went to New York, it was 107 degrees when I got there, right? And that was like, weeks ago, or like a month ago or more. But and then Austin, extremely hot. Actually has not been too bad where I'm at, which is kind of surprising. I don't know about where Larley's at. I'm sure it's probably similar to the heat New York is experiencing, but he's a little bit more north. Let's see. So Brookolinos are the beeswax.
Bruh.
Good to see you back at the helm, Mitch.
Quite right, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. The Bat Connect in the Jur. Thank you, man. Yeah, dude, it's good to be back. It really is. I was getting sad, dude. It was like trying to stream in that Starbucks. Like everything was just pissing me off. It was like chairs screeching, alarms going off, terrible music playing, people just all around me just looking at me. Just weird, dude. Oh, and then before that, going to Books A Million and trying to get all set up, and the internet wouldn't even load a chart. It was so trash. Daddy Good Stick, is that true, man? Is that how it works? Anyway, yeah, Bitcoin's the new stablecoin, Kappa. All right, I mean, dude, it's just like it happens, man. You sometimes go on big runs. I mean, there's been so much volatility, and it's progressively picked up more and more throughout the year. And now, guess what, man? We're in like about to be August in a couple days. When big moves happen, the lower high gets set, volatility can dry up, man. It just is the way it is. I want to tell you, man, like we're in a zone here where price action could reverse. Very well could, but we just don't know exactly what level it's going to, right? And then like, you know, any move down, you know, it doesn't look like much of a move down. At this point, we're really at 9,600. Think about like the next area, the next solid area for potential long is like $800 lower. But it doesn't look like it on the chart, does it? Not really. That's Bitcoin, though. You know, it's an asset worth nearly $10,000. So, all these people on my chat are mods, Bell. No, I don't know when you got to this community, Bell, but these are the people that were with me long before you were here, and long before many other people that aren't wrenches were here. So, no, this is just a tight-knit community full of quality individuals. Wow, Bell, got anything nice to say? Or are you just going to be negative the whole time? I don't really care what they say. What do they say about you, Bell? 112 degrees outside. Where are you, Heath? Jeez. Southwest. I don't know what that means, BitMEX trades. But, hey, Apple... Wait a second. Sal...
Bruh.
The notification didn't pop up. What's happening? Do I have the right... Sal, are you sure you used the right link? Oh, no. Oh, my God, dude. I'm still on the Streamlabs. I got to change this real quick, chat. I'm sorry. Sal, dude, thank you so much for the 3333, and that's my bad, dude, for not changing it. This is what I'm talking about, the problems with switching back and forth. Thank you, dude. I'm changing this right now. Gosh, dang it, dude. Never-ending things. Okay. I don't know what to do. Just fixing something real quick, man. Just got to. It's just really stupid. Can't get it going, man. So yeah, dude, mixed bag today. Apple, though they beat top to bottom, they definitely Did they lower guidance? They said their revenue was going to keep declining. Let me see here. Yeah, of course it would be like that, dude. It's so annoying. Okay, now it's fixed. All right, Sal, man. Sorry again, but thanks for at least being the guinea pig right there. I had no idea it was the wrong link. I think you did. Okay. Yeah, well, you can be one of them. I don't really care anymore. I'm tired of it. It's weird, dude. It's like, you don't say anything positive ever. There you go, Todd, man. Thanks for the 2. Let's beautiful, dude. Friggin' beautiful. Alright, so this is Apple. Very, very nice. So they also have news about the Apple credit card launching in August. So just a couple days will be the month. Tim Cook said, yeah, Apple Card is what it's called. And so they said it's a new credit card during its services event in March. That's where they announced it, I guess. But they didn't give a specific date. Now they are. And Goldman Sachs is providing Apple with the software tools for the Apple Card, while Apple will provide the service inside of the Apple Wallet app. The card can be used by tapping in or an iPhone at a payment terminal, or by using physical card made out of titanium that Apple will also ship. Oh my God, chat. We have titanium cards coming. Wow. So Tim Cook said that several Apple employees have been testing the Apple Card, and it will roll out to the public in August. Yeah, but no specific date yet. Apple Card will provide users with an interface that shows them where each purchase was made. It will break down purchases into different categories like entertainment, food, and shopping. That's like what all credit card companies do. Maybe it'll be a little bit better though, right? Okay, so very cool to know that. But, today Apple said its net income had fallen nearly 13%, and then its revenue growth had slowed to 1% in the latest quarter, with iPhone sales continuing to decline and gains in the company's service business failing to make up the difference. The latest financial results showed persistent signs of weakness for what has been one of the world's financial standouts. Apple built its enormous business on the back of the iPhone, of course. Tim Cook, man. Or Steve Jobs, excuse me. But sales of the, Tim Cook's Auburn. So sales of the device has slipped for the third straight quarter amid a saturated market for smartphones, and the company's struggling to find new buyers, right? And dude, I'll tell you, the S10, I just got it. I've had the Apple for years, the iPhone, and I gotta tell you, the S10 is brilliant, man. It's really, really nice tech. I just love it. It's just really cool features. The screen's much bigger, and like I'm saying, of course you get like the Apple 10s or whatever, or like the 10 Plus. Can't remember what it's called. And yeah, it's a bigger screen, but I'm talking about like the iPhone 8 or the iPhone versus the S10. My God, the screen's just so much nicer and larger. Okay, so let's see. Apple said net income had dropped to $10.04 billion for its fiscal third quarter, compared with $11.5 billion a year ago. Whoa.
What kind of trader do you consider yourself? Swing, day, act.
Swing in position. So like there are times where I'll take trades based on measured moves and all that, pattern development, daily time scale, 4-hour time scale. But then there are times where position trading, where you find value in an asset, you do the research on the fundamentals and the technicals, and you take a position at areas of value, and you let it ride with a stop. And yes, of course, you can have your soft targets, but if you start up trending, you could ride that thing for a long time. Okay, but that's more so stocks, is not crypto at all, really. So, yeah. So it's like a mix. It's like swing trading and position trading. Okay. Dude, thank you, Good Stick Man, for the 1337. Okay. Yeah, it's not an Android phone, is it? Galaxy is not considered Android, is it? I don't know. Did they acquire them or something? Is that how it works? If Auburn Boy was smart, he would have created a new revolutionary technology like the iPhone. Kaba. I mean, that's not an easy. That's like, I need ideas. I need an idea bigger than the Grand Canyon. Michael Scott. What was that? What are you talking about? Way wrong. I'm literally reading their earning reports and their new card coming out, Nick. What do you mean wrong? You mean like after hours trading? I mean, yeah, okay. What does that have to do at all with what I'm talking about, dude? No, Apple is literally up after hours 217.62. Okay, but what's wrong about literally reading out their earnings and talking about a new product they're coming out with? I don't. Or did you just misspeak? I don't understand. Anyway, well, that being said, you had a slight breakout a couple days before earnings. Wow. And just a big move up and breaking the 100% retrace, the previous high you had from April 29th, 2019. So the 886 from the previous high to low is a 222, and you could obviously go from this high to low for your Fibonacci and bringing that, 100% retrace. There's 228 as the 1272 being next target. So between 222 and 228 being the next target on Apple, and breaking the downsloping resistance, very, very good. Gotta have that, man. If you want to have a trend continue, yes. Oh, doggy. Dang, dude. Think about it like this. What in the world would happen if, like, this market, had a melt up 786 retrace? But I think we made a higher low, so it doesn't even count. Because your butterfly, the only pattern, I believe, where you can have a 786. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. 382? Yes, you got that. So I'm just saying, and this is just an idea, of course, that could completely fail, but whatever. I mean, like, dude, this is really, like, almost textbook here. XA, and then for the butterfly, again, it has to be a 78% retrace. Has to be, which is exactly what we got here. And then you sell off between 38% of the way and 88.6% of the way. Well, you sold off 60% of the way, which is cool, golden retrace stuff. And then you would rally between a 1272 fib extension, between that and a 1618. So it seems like if the pattern is to complete, you got a very large range where you could run, especially if things, even though things didn't sound very good to me on the earnings report, the route of the upside between 257 and 288, that is your pattern completion zone up here. Yeah, you like that, man? XABCD. Hype in the chat. That potential bearish butterfly. Whew. TA channel, you thought? I don't understand. It is TA channel, but why can't we talk about earnings too? Those have a lot to do with the technical analysis. Anyone does that, man? What's up, Canuck, man? I'm looking at it right now, man. And right now, 96.25. Though, I mean, this could be the bottom for a bat, or it could sell off to 8,800 and become a cipher. Potentially. These are both potential. I'd go all the way down to, what was it, 1414, which was at 8,200 or so. That's max. You can't go below that. So, for now, it could be this. But then again, of course, you're just making lower highs. No buying pressure comes in, you could just dump again. So, I mean, the divergence looks pretty good. And again, like, we haven't seen bullish divergence on the RSI on the 4 hour since early February of 2019. It's been a long time since we ever showed this. Because every time you're making slightly higher lows, you're just showing convergence over and over on the RSI. And then when you're selling off to make lower lows, you keep making lower levels of RSI, which is bearish convergence. Bearish or bullish convergence this whole way since February until kind of now, a little bit, from this low to this low. Okay. That's cool. He can be. They're supposed to be pumped, Nick. I mean, my God, investors are listening, right? That control a lot of money. Of course, they gotta be pumped, man. But again, like, just the numbers was big decline, right? I mean, think about it. Net income, 10.04 billion for the third quarter, fiscal third quarter, and then last year they brought in 11.5 billion, right? So that's declining numbers pretty hard, but their revenue rose to 53.8 billion from 53.3 billion. So though it did, not too much. And again, they're just saying it's a lot, but maybe not for Apple. Apple's earnings beat analyst estimates of $2.10 a share. Dude, shop, right? Shop, grub. Let's go, dude. Let's freaking go. Let me, oh man. I mean, you know, it wasn't like, where's my channel? There it is. So you had gap down. And really look at the back test. Do you see this back test of the channel that we were once in? We're now out of it. So, you know, we closed pretty much where we opened. At the open, we went as low as 310, rallied all the way up to 322 roughly, and then sold off towards the end of the day and closed right again around 314.30, up $2.20 after hours. Yeah, but divergence, man, right? Big divergence there. Grubhub. Oh my God, right? Look, you were just at the top of that channel. Remember in the weekly?
Mind looking at FNMA or FMCC, you can look at either. Almost one-to-one correlation.
Oh yeah, Fannie Mae, man. I remember there was a beautiful falling wedge on it, and it played out brilliantly. Oh man, just going sideways now. Range bound. Very, very range bound. We'll look at it in a second. Mr. Peabody's in the house. What's up, dude? Good to see that weekly that was up here. That it was at the top of the downside channel. Look at this, man. Down 12.29%. Either it doesn't, like, that's fine, man. That's fine. But, like, look where we're at. We touched the heart line. Just give it time, man. Give it time. There might be opportunity if we get down to $56. But in time, with exhaustion, just think about it like this, right? You're overall in a bear trend and you've run up and you're creating an upsloping flag, it's a little bit of exhaustion. You could get some major retraces. So yeah, you broke to the downside for now. But in time, again, the overall trend could be getting just a common retrace to the upside. Okay, on growth. I guess we can go look at the alts again. You know, Ethereum just flirting with this upsloping support. No buying pressure coming in. You're just hugging the support. So again, it's going to be based on what Bitcoin wants to do. If Bitcoin wants to pivot and route, I mean, it's already pivoted. But what's the follow through price action going to be on this pivot Bitcoin had at around $9,300? Nothing yet. So if Bitcoin's follow through price action is terrible, like it's kind of is right now, it's not looking too great, and we sell off, well, Ethereum's going to be going down to 190 again. That's for sure. So it's really not that great. I don't think it's a valid ascending triangle at all. I don't think that's a reaction high. That's part of the impulse down. I think you have one reaction high that is just confluent with another level. And if we ran it one more time, then we could say a confirmed ascending triangle. But for now, I don't think it is. I think it's just really technically it's like that. You haven't done it. Oh, the pattern, right? This is where it ended. You rallied. You should have sold off and rallied again to hit the same high. You didn't do that. So not a valid ascending triangle, IMO. Shop Connect. Dude, did we not? I thought we just looked at Shop. Talking about, dude. Shop, yeah, it broke out of the channel. It was showing a double top, and there was crazy bearish divergence at that double top. Ooh, Lord. Okay, so pretty interesting here on Fannie Mae, where we had this crazy wedge. We had all this daily bullish divergence. A lot of you remember this. Can you believe it, man? And the blast off breakout ran you from the high point to low point of the structure. 50% retrace, 62% retrace, no higher. Multiple opportunities there to take profit on the wedge. But for now, again, you know, just going sideways. Let's see what we can do. I mean, you're out of the channel still. I guess what we could do now is, we know we're out of the channel, but just for the sake of simplicity, so you talk about ranges, because none of this stuff saves anyway, right? It's a range. You're trying to hold support right there. My God, man. I mean, I guess there's a wick there too, but you can clearly see where that range is. Look, the candle low close, multiple candle low closes, and here you are again right at it, and you're oversold. And I just don't, there's a little bit of divergence, I guess, but then the selling pressure just started picking up. Negative moment just started picking up. 100% retrace. Let's see how the next few days fare. If we can fall below it, maybe get exhausted. You're showing you're kind of tired on the MACD. RSI, clearly lowest levels we've seen since March of 2018. Been well over a year since you've been this oversold on the daily time scale in Fannie Mae. So let's see how the price action correlates if we decide to break it. Will we just, you know, try to, you know, push this price lower? Volume. Really low volume. Geez. So let's see if maybe some volume comes in on slightly lower prices, letting us know that people trying to sell this, just they're working so hard for so little, and that's a good indicator that we might reverse in spring. But yeah, you're at the bottom of a range, but I don't know if it's the best opportunity to buy. I'd like to see if some more data at this support. Because remember, it's not always about when you break a support or resistance. It's all about the follow-through price action after you break. And we talk about all the time the spring and the up thrusts. Okay, this is an up thrust, right? Where you tried, look, you broke it. What do you think people were thinking midday? right, on the 20th of May. Oh my God, it's a breakout on Fannie Mae, man. And these, look how many times you tried. Look at the volume came in. Oh, there's so much volume, but such little reward, so much work, such little yields. Sideways, you kept trying and trying. Look how many rejections there were before. They said, nope, it's just too much work, man. All right, relent. And the sellers came in and pushed this all the way back down to the bottom of that range for the most part. Okay, that's Fannie Mae Connect. So if we want, we can shift it on back to Crypto Connect again with XRP. We just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on the bottom. Wow. And 1, 2, 3 on the top. And you had a false breakout, and now you're just going sideways. I don't know if I consider this much of a breakout. I mean, you just went sideways, dude. All right, you're clearly, somehow there's a support here, right? Maybe there's, oh yeah, definitely you can look left and see some more areas where we've respected it before. So you're just, look, you think about like this, man, where no candle closed lower, but then you did, and volume did pick up. So not much reward for more work, and you broke to the upside, and then you back tested this area as a support again. But we already have it targeted. We know where XRP could go if Bitcoin decides it doesn't want to crap out, which it very well could. And we know the common retrace levels from the height of the structure to the low point between 36.988 cents and 42.314 cents. Nothing's changed. Square up 35.7 cents, square up 39.168 cents, and a square up here around like 47.5 cents or so. Okay. Thanks, Joe M. Project 500 says Fannie Mae up 18% on volume closed compared to last year. There you go, dude. Man, it's like the days of old. Like the days of old. Thanks for the 653 people here. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button, that bell, that sub. Really appreciate it. Need those likes more than ever with crypto being so dead in terms of searches, right? Just not, I mean, dude, it's just like no one is interested in crypto right now. What's happened on Bitcoin price action? The volatility's dried up for a while now, and people, like the people that were not in the market until like probably 8, 9, 10K, they're now back out of the market, right? And I fell below 19,000 subs again.
Bruh.
Nice.
I remember
Dude.
when we reached $9,000. We were all so excited. It was not easy. Exciting times. Soon we will be at 16K complaining because we came down from 20K. So let's do this. Upcoming Bitcoin pump.
Sal B, man, thanks for the 33 repeating course. And again, sorry about the one from earlier, but thank you for the 66 on the day. Much love, man. Yeah, well, it may be, right? If the bull trend really is real, yeah, those are gonna. That's actually gonna happen, But like, for now, man, we're trying to find a bottom. We're trying to find where that demand's gonna come in, the buying pressure is gonna come in and push this price higher, and yet we have not yet found it. And there, even where we are now, there's probably a better area of value, close to $1,000 lower than where we are now. People are so mad, such haters. Why can I not talk about the elephant in the room, which is like people were like freaking out in chat. The euphoria and the stupidity in chat. You know, CCC, you lost it. You're one of those scrubs that was in here screaming about buying Bitcoin at 14K, dude. You were one of them, dude. Okay. Should have buy now, man. Oh my God, dude. Buy now. So many irresponsible scrubs that we had to ban for just like spamming buy when we were running like this. Crazy, dude. Like insanity. Nick, I really don't know how I would do that, because like I don't think there's really much of a pullback, right? How do you pull back on sub count, really? Unless you just stop creating content, or then get caught up in some sort of St. Jude's donation scam or something, right? That's right, Julian. Do it with me, man. Trevor Ferguson, what's up, dudes? Thanks for the kind words from, I think, yesterday. He says, it's communities like this that make the bear market fun. Perfect learning opportunity for the newer traders. Yeah, dude, these are great times to invest in yourself. So yeah, man, the cipher played out, but which harmonic is it gonna be now? Is it gonna be the bat crab combo, or is it gonna be the cipher, or is it gonna be none because we just dumped so hard, like just to much lower prices, that nothing works, right? Because there's not really a harmonic that can play in this context where X is from July 10th. Gold right now? So you say, right? Gold. Well, upsloping flag kind of stuff, right? I think that's really what's happening, right? Impulse up, upsloping consolidation, trying to kind of rally, but since the run, volatility's kind of slowed down. You're just consolidating. You've been consolidating since that top we had June. And this is just part of the consolidation. So measurement of the upside downside, pretty easy, man. Like, it's very easy, actually. From the low point to high point of the structure, you can just measure that from a breakout one way or another. So it's not going to kill you either way. But something interesting is if you just keep riding, rolling like that, so maybe it just keeps going. Think about if you broke out here, that'd be putting you down at like the perfect re-entry or accumulation area for golds, right? Simple measure move of an upsloping flag. Very easy to get that. So, but other than that, man, I mean, the same analysis I've given a billion times for 1.5 years now. It's the same analysis. You were just making lower lows till 2015, and then higher lows, another higher low, and then higher low, wedge, flag, breakout. You broke the downsloping neckline of the complex inverse slanted head and shoulders pattern. And so far from the all-time high to low point, you have not hit a 50% retrace, which is at 1484, though you got kind of close. You're still off. So gold's doing very well still, right? Very well. A little different there, right? Gold and Bitcoin were kind of rallying together a little bit, but something is weird, right? Gold is, staying propped up, where Bitcoin not really at all. But Bitcoin, on the daily, weekly, it just looks like you might be trying to flag. I don't know how far this flag is going to continue on. I think you not holding. So on the weekly, we closed to below 9,600, which was incredibly important. But it's not about, remember, it's not about you breaking. It's all about how is your price action going to correlate after you break the trend line, upside or downside, right? losing that positive momentum, about to be at neutral. You're at 62. You're still in bullish territory on the RSI, which is anything above 60 or above. So yeah, man, just like look at it simply like this for now, right? I know Larley was saying last time we had a run up like this one, there was no consolidation period at all. None, dude. None. It was just almost like non-stop. You had like a couple weeks, like a month maybe, right? In June, right? But for the most part, just straight up, we get way more consolidation. This could be what resets our oscillators and gives us the opportunity and ability to run again on Bitcoin if the bull trend is real and not fake. Okay. Dude, it's like raining now. Nice, man. We haven't had rain in a while. It's been like a drought here, dude. Okay. Well, I haven't looked at it in a while, but Mother of God. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Oh, it was there. We went down one more time. And this is what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about... Holy crap. Could be a cipher. But... Alright, so Overstock had been just getting wrecked this year, right? Until May. May and June. And look what happened. You see this? You broke your support. And you couldn't do anything? Look left. These are real supports. And you broke the supports back from January 2016. You broke supports back from March 2013, right? You just couldn't sustain prices above it, but it doesn't matter because it's about how your follow through price action is, and you just kind of round it out. You can see that rounding action occur. So now here we are at a very critical area. Holy crap, this is critical. I think this is probably a high risk area. It really is, man. And what I'm talking about on Cypher, right? I mean, you just go from that crazy peak up there. Actually, no, you didn't actually retrace high enough. Never mind. So maybe a lower low double bottom. But it's all potential until you break literally where you are right now. So I think you could definitely say this is a higher risk area for Overstock. And then you got all this overhead resistance above you too. Well, right after. It's tough, man, though. It's like, is this the swing high you would use? One would use? Really weird. High to low. You had a 38% retrace. So you've just now hit the golden zone, right? The area where you can, it wouldn't be weird for you to reverse your price action to the downside. Anywhere between 23.90 and 33.04. All right, just been straight up all month, man. All month, like almost every day, right? Most days, Overstock's just been killing it. So from the lowest point to now, the March 2019 area, you're sitting at it. You are definitely diverging on the MACD. But of course, you can keep building. You're definitely overbought on the RSI. You're sitting at 70, almost 77, right? So you could double top. I mean, you could go higher, but you know, anytime you're overbought, man, especially in the stock market, you find a way to become not overbought. Whew. Holy crap. There's your Overstock, man. Man, y'all hear this rain? Yes, Sam, I use moving averages, but I just haven't been doing it just because when we're using, you know, complex technical analysis with harmonics and fibs and channels and horizontal lines, the moving averages really make things get really, I mean, the chart gets really busy, and trying to educate and get my point across, right? And it's kind of hard to do. Why didn't I get the 10 Plus? Well, first off, they didn't have it with the terabyte memory, and I just don't like big phones, man. I might as well just get a freaking tablet. I want it because I just need it for the camera and the live streaming, the IRL streaming. That's why. It's not like it's not my primary phone, hubba hubba. I have an iPhone 8 as my primary. And why would I get a 10? Because the whole problem with the size, I just don't want it. So Skyward, Vergus Games. Sure thing, Holland Lane. Okay, so with Bitcoin, we broke critical support, but we have not yet followed through. We just barely engulfed a couple days ago, but so far this week we have not followed through with price action, and we're looking through follow through on price action. Okay, and you know, again, there's plenty of room to run the downside. Like, think about it. If you wanted to go to the bottom of this little channel we've developed, 8,000. So it's not like out of the realm possibility. 8,200 is yep, 8,200 is the next support anyway, right? So we know, like, if 8,800 fails us, 8,200, right? 8,500 is the gap that everyone cares about, that I don't really care too much about. I don't think it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy on a CME gap fill, right? And on the stock market, gap fills, Wojcicki talks about gaps as supports. 22% of the time they're going to act as an actual support based on his statistics and the research he did. 22%. It's not like that great of, you know, that's not the best. Horizontal line supports are the best. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, that bell, it's up. Thanks for the 700 people tuned in. Well, crap. Just reading some chat. What's up, Guy Gamer? Justin Snyder. Corn footage, virtual. Okay, there's Thunder and Lightning. Well, hype in the chat for Thunder and Lightning. In a drought. The timing, Blake. I mean, like, you know, we'll at least test something. Okay, an EMA, but man, I think they're just you've been selling incessantly since, you know, I mean, we had the rally, right? And that was the cipher, the top of the bearish cipher pattern. I just think that their potential, again, it's like it can be worth it to risk this much to maybe win this much, right? At 8,800. And if it fails, oh my God, a stop loss. Wow. But you see what I'm saying, man? Like, something just isn't certain, right? So one would try to take their chance at a critical support. You just look for the indicators, man. Like, are you saying this isn't really bullish divergence? Is this fake bullish divergence? Am I just to ignore that? Oh crap. It's only visible on the weekly. So again, I'm not saying this is it. I'm saying it could be it, or it could end up being the 113% fib extension, or the 1414 fib extension, or anything in between the 113 and 1414. Okay. Always the chance this could be it. But again, where's the buying pressure? It's terrible, man. It's just, you're not breaking anything. Trying so hard and just so little is coming from it. And you keep it up, you get this price action up. Market participants are going to be looking for value, so they'll be looking for demand. And if this is clearly not showing too much demand right now, that's right, Sprocket, man. It's in the, I think it might be in the Evolution of a Trader, yeah. That one, by Wojcicki. Yes, Trader Fam. But again, that research was done on the stock market, so we don't have. I mean, gap fills on futures charts. I don't know if there's any research that's actually been done. There's not that much data, right? It's only been going on for, I don't know, a year and a half or so, maybe, since we've had futures on this market. All right, Peabody, have a good one, man. Mr. Peabody. Sure, Ricky, man. Always can be that. That's why we say it could be or can be, because it's all probabilities. But we don't really know the probabilities of the futures. Gap and goes. It takes experience, man. It takes practice, Slurpee Burger, man. What's up, Free Inspection? Glad you're back on too, man, with me. Okay. Oh, volatility was up today. Dude, you want to see something insane, chat? Y'all need some soap. Y'all need some toothpaste. Y'all need some baking soda, bruh. Procter & Gamble killed it. Insane gap up to the top of the gentleman. Is this even log scale? No, I did it in non-log. It was beautiful and non-log. And here we are, man. 120.41. Hey. 3 white soldiers. Reversal pattern into earnings into a huge gap up to touch the top of the channel that was really created in 2018. Oh my God, man. Just it's fantastic, dude. All right. Gerard, of course. Do you, I mean, Fibonacci channels, patterns, like Bulkowski patterns, of course I use beyond XABCD, of course. But tell me what Bulkowski pattern is in development right now on Bitcoin. Tell me what kind of channel we're in on Bitcoin. Well, it's right here. There's the channel, dude. Again, Bulkowski pattern, maybe a double bottom, potentially. Adam and Eve, maybe. But then again, I'm crazy and stupid for just maybe saying, just maybe, that we might break to the upside here. Because like everyone else and their mother on the planet, evidently, and I'm being told this every day, is saying we're going down immediately. And it's like, dude, I get you, and it very well could. But like there is divergence playing out. There is a potential double bottom that could easily fail. But I'm just discussing, I mean, this is about probabilities, not certainties. Everyone's so certain it's going to dump right now. And hey, cool, maybe you're right this time because you're certain. But you're not going to be right every time you're certain, man. All right. Okay, here's our Bitfinex log scale chart on Bitcoin that we broke out of. We broke out of it, man. It's a pretty big deal. And here we are right back at this effing level, this 9650 area. This one support kind of being used as resistance right now. Really important to get back above that if you could. And extremely important to get back above 10K. Can you have 10K and back testing? It would be wonderful. But this potential pattern's larger than the Gartley that people called the Fartley. That was a trade setup that we had. That here it went, man. All right. Sorry, just reading some more chat. Colgate, the colors, yeah, P&G is in a Colgate, what, tubing, man. So Matt Caron. So Blessed 1V. What is it? Rolling with the Ulan? I mean, yeah, dude, these are great. Partner game has just been unbelievably impressive, right, on its performance technically. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's House Harmonic. Sure, it's something that I want to spread the information and knowledge and education about harmonics because I think they're very, very real and can be very predictable and very reliable. I mean, the performance of them can be very, very high. Some of the most reliable patterns that exist in all the markets. So, XABCD, testament to geometry, Fibonacci, and history repeating itself. Of course, Leroy Jenkins. Was it Aqua Fresh? I don't even know what that is, dude. But anyway, man, so we're out. Look, we ran up and even back tested it when it was once a support. Kind of was resistance. And selling off again. We're right at that support we were at in July. And bouncing off of it, not really doing anything. Not going anywhere. So there is always a chance we get one more sell-off. And that's a daily candle high close from May 27th. That is also a 113% retrace for XABCD for another bearish cipher pattern. So yeah, 8800 seems like the best candidate, but right now on the 4-hour, it does look interesting, though it doesn't look perfect. Okay. When moon, we mooned, man. Where have you been? Like, where have you been since February 8th, that fateful day? Just days later, I shaved my beard, had my beard the whole time, and shaved it again when we fell out of the channel. Get wrecked. What happened to my music? Is it over? What the heck, dude? My God. That's okay, man. We'll be alright. Whoa. Maybe not, dude. Let me try this again. There we go. What's up, Julia? Good to see you. Zoom out button? What? Zoom out connect? Yes. There's a zoom out. And it's so brilliant how we had this channel and we hit it and closed in reverse right at it, the bearish engulfing candle. So wonderful.
Bruh.
Haven't bought you a beer yet. Drink up.
How in the world would the TTS say haven't? Thank you, J-Rod, for buying me the beer, man. That's, hey. You know, the more I travel, the more I realize a $10 beer is kind of normal. When I was in New York, I had a $14 beer. And it was nothing that special, dude. It was like literally just a beer, some craft beer from Maryland, not worth $14 a pint. So thank you, dude. We appreciate it. Don't shave ever. Oops, too late. I just did it again today. Feels good, man. No, I did it after we fell out of the channel, dude. Pretty sure. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, maybe. Yeah, dude, we were like fell out of it. Are we getting dub reggae? Yeah, Sam. Let me. Actually found a song last night. I heard it and I'm like, dang, dude, this is a pretty lit song. Let's play it, dude. Okay. it's lit, man. It's friggin' lit. Make sure. Oh, getting a little. Let me see here. Okay, just SoundCloud. Sweet. So just give it a chance, chat. Thanks, Miss Freedom Fan. Glad you think so. That's high for New York City tourist area. I don't know, man. Maybe they were doing like, it was like an area where the Pride thing was like really. I don't know. They were partying like over there in that area, I guess, and it wasn't like Pride Day yet. The actual festival was or whatever. So maybe it was touristy, but it was stupid expensive. $24 for shots of Cabo. $19 shots of Jack. That's a joke, dude. Stupid joke. Should just like treat restaurants like sporting events up there and just bring in a flask. Be really day class A though. There you go. That's a thought, Drew Martin. I might do that, man. Cap up. Anyway, man, I've been live now for 1 hour and 1 hour and 18 minutes. Hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Oh my God, man. How's the Bitcoin futures chart looking? Sorry to be a breaker bad news, man. Still more of it, right? More of it. I'm off just a little bit, man. There we go. All right, so you're out, man. You're out. Seems like distribution going on, and there's kind of a buy wall here, right? Not looking that spectacular, is it? Not really, man. Right at critical areas, dude. All right, you don't hold this on futures, 95.66. Well, chance you'll see 9,000 real fast. If you don't hold 9,000, we'll kind of get what's up after that, 83.50 or so. All right, so we got our supports below us. Be interesting to see how the futures go, man. All right, still is holding right now, just by your chinny chin chin, they would say in the nursery rhyme books or whatever. I don't know. There. So the spot price and futures have both fallen out of log scale uptrends they've been in since early February of this year. Pretty long trend, man. Beach bar. All right, dude. We're gonna pull all our resources together and moon it. Okay, dude. Just kidding, because we can't. Can't really do that. We can't control this market, guys, man. Drew, are you just tuning in? Because, yes, this has been plotted for a long time now. Yes, dude. Almost terminal, or you just mean it's almost at its pattern completion zone, right around 88 sports. Oh, what was the I had another one. Which one is it? Wait, this is the one I was at. What the heck? Oh yeah, of course, Bitfinex. Yeah, there you go. Same thing. Yeah, garlic's great. It's one of the only, I think it's the only entity on the planet that naturally grown that has, or natural antibodies in it. So, pretty cool. Yeah, when you start think you might be getting sick or something, not feeling well, just eat some garlic, man. You'll be alright. If you want, man. Well, that was it. That was the song. So you're talking about, oh, hey, a little bit of the reggae stuff. Sure, man. I'm cool. I'm hip. I guess. Maybe not. It's okay, Drew. Hey, Lone Sofos. All right, so here we are.
Is that a joint?
Tesla has had a nice bounce. It's only everything it's done really since earnings that day. The next day after that, you've recovered. You're back in the thick of the resistance, man. Right, the area that was so strong a support, you just fell right through it, and now you're trying to see where you're made of, man. Not gonna be easy to break that. 250 is kind of like that nice area. Maybe get a gap fill at 262 or so. Something you'll see. You have garlic pills for that reason? Interesting. Maybe I should get garlic pills, man. Garlic poutine. Once you project, if you bring some on the Vegas trip, I'll be grossed out. Okay. Tervergicin, yeah, that's another form of garlic, I guess. Natural antibodies or something, right? Alright, man, so Tesla, that's it. Break 250, and you might have another nice run to the upside. It'll at least close the gap, but 250, it's $8 off, and it's a critical $8. Some of the most critical dollars on this chart for now. Tesla Connect. Activision. Same stuff. Not much of a change today. I mean, it didn't move, man. Pretty much just sat there, took a day off. Activision, what you doing, man? You can't be taking... You have the weekend to take off. Why are you taking off the day, too, man? So I'm saying, though, the volatility on this, it really, most of the time, is not very high. So this is not one of those crazy 10-day average killers like Tesla or AMD for that matter. Mickey, there might be better times to buy Bitcoin. Yes, and it's like $800 lower. But then again, at this point, just talking about the 4 hour, there's always the small offshoot chance that it could break here because of the 4 hour oscillators, and that's it. Decentralized clubs and bars. Well, you had Fun, right, which was supposed to be the casino, the virtual casino. Dude, how cool would it be, man, to just put on my VR headset and bring my own beer and then hang out with y'all at a virtual casino? That'd be lit, dude. It'd be so crazy. But again, a virtual casino, I don't like it at all because of algorithms, how sophisticated they are now. And I really just, and it's not legal in America and the US, so then it can get real bad with, oh hey, all this sketchy stuff could happen. I don't touch that stuff, man. I just can't, man, just because I don't trust it. I gotta see cards, I gotta touch cards. So I'll probably do a little gambling in Vegas, maybe, probably. Time to play some hearts with some peoples when I'm there. Alright, man. So, hey, I wish it was warranted for me to stay longer, but you know how it is when volatility's low. We can only look at so many charts. We can only analyze so many things, look for setups and stuff, and man, we've talked about it ad nauseum in this stream. So there will be other streams where there's more action. I might, Bob K, man. I might. So thanks so much, Sal V, man, for the 66 on the day. Session Talk Jesus, of course. Thank everyone for contributions, the likes, the love, the support. Please hit that sub button on the way out. 5 subs away from 19K. You just can't break it. It's a critical resistance. I've been stuck at between 18,990 and 19,000 for 5-6 days now. This is the strongest support I think I've ever seen, maybe since 3K subs, 4K subs. So we'll see what we can pump those numbers, break the resistance, and be kangs. The road to 20K, man. So I'll be back tonight, I guess, if it's warranted. I mean, it's just like things are just dead, right? Like I'll just be back. Love y'all. So until next time, respect the TA.
JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.